Five, four, three, two.
Hello, Insanies. Hello, Stannies. Hello, uh, Team Cocky. I'm starting to forget the names of my sweet, sweet fans. There's so many of you. It's hard to remember. Uh, this is Annie Letterman, the queen of receiving pictures of your peen. And I'm here doing a special episode of Meanspiration at the basement studio at the Comedy Store, the world famous Comedy Store. I have a spot in just 30 minutes. It is a weird, sad, awkward day. My dear friend Brody Stevens killed himself. He fucking died 1 year ago today. And I'm really sad about it. I'm sad. We're all sad. We're all wearing our Brody shirts. We miss him. We love him. So it's been a weird, fucked up day. But luckily, I had a special little drug that made me feel better. I did a couple bumps of Special K, folks. I don't know if it's legal for me to say that out loud, but I did do that. It made me feel better. I went to the mall. I ate crab legs. I just did things that made me feel good today. And what else did I do? I wanted to buy some sneakers. I thought a pair of J's might make me feel good, but then I was too lazy to go to that floor of the mall. So I just stayed at the Macy's floor. I returned a shirt and I just went about my day regular and I cried a bunch, but I kept it in. It's a weird thing because you want to not be sad. You want to be like kind of like happy and joyous that you're alive and just celebrate the life of your friend, but you just remember what isn't here anymore, and that is the sad part. Another good thing that happened today, my friend Kai, that's K-I-I, I believe. There may be an A involved. Um, my friend who he does all of the background and he did the all of the art direction for Elton John during the Oscars. All this like artwork that was behind him, he made that, and he does all the posters for Elton John's new tours. He stole my glasses from me the last time I was at Jeff Ross's house, and he took them to his home and he bedazzled them for me because he knows how much I love Elton John. And so now I have these glasses. He just brought them to me tonight. So there's positive things on Brody Dead Day. It's weird because it's like a birthday, but but worse, way worse. Um, but you know what are you gonna do? So we're all just kind of trying to be positive and think about our boy. I had a crazy week. I was just in Denver at a theater opening up for Mr. Louis C.K. I've just been wearing this around my neck. No, I haven't. But it was really amazing and really cool, and I'm really excited I got to do it. And his new hour is so fantastic. And yeah, it was just really good. I hope I get to work with him again. And it's just really cool to work with your favorite comedians because one, it's just cool. But then also when you're hanging out with them and you're talking, they always kind of bring out your funniest, and they also will call out things that you should like. You should do that on stage. You should do that. That could be a bit, and it's just fun. I don't know. You just kind of level up to their you get to their level. So Louis was honored to work with me, and he did become funnier by hanging out with me because I am his hero. It's a misdirect. You guys get it? I'm drinking a Red Bull. It's almost midnight. This is my psychotic life as a comedian. I had someone call me crazy the other day, and I was thinking about it, and I don't think I'm crazy. I was like, being called crazy is annoying. It's like it's irritating because it to me crazy means you can't be trusted. Now, to for me, like when my guy friends are crazy, they kill themselves or they shoot. Well, I guess I don't have any friends that have shot anything up, but the crazy people I know are fucking crazy. When the men I know are crazy, people die around them. When I'm crazy, I cry at the Grove. I cause a scene at an Apple store. Okay, I cry in my own merch, because my fucking update made my phone slow down. But I realize it in the middle of it. I'm self aware, and I think that makes me not crazy. I don't know. I'm talking to myself in a padded room, so maybe I never came out of my ayahuasca trip that I did 5 months ago. Maybe I'm still in the trip right now. Who knows? But I'll be honest, I didn't really want to do this podcast. I like doing it at my house. I like doing it during the day. I feel like I'm in the right groove for it, the right mood. And, Anthony and I have our little rapport and stuff like that. But I'm going last minute to DC to open for Rob Schneider, who's filming his album. And and I think the shows are sold out, so there's no reason for me. And this will be released on Thursday, so there's no reason for me to even talk about it. But I'm not going to be around to film this and record this, so I'm doing it now, and I'm forcing myself to do it because we can have fun. And now, okay, wait, you guys are asking all these questions. I don't know what the fuck you're saying. It's hard for me. I can't read. The reading's difficult. I have been reading the same book for 3 months. I spilled coffee on it. It looks so tattered. It's new. It looks like I've been really like opening it a lot, but it's just because I spilled coffee on it. It's a fun trick to make people think you're fucking smart. Just rub the pages and crinkle them around so it looks like it's gotten a good go, that book. But I've been reading it. Was reading it forever, and I felt so accomplished. And then I looked at how many pages I've read, and I only read to the end of the Roman numerals. I turned a page, and it was page 1. I went, what? I've been reading this for 17 months. I opened it. It was I just got to the, like, how dare a book only, don't give me letters. Fuck you. Roman numerals? I read so much of the book, and it's a dense book. It's hard. I got to keep stopping and thinking about it and contemplating it. And then I go back. I was at page 1. Why would you do that to me, book? I think it's false advertising, too. It should start at 1. I'll give you 0 for the copyright page. But The Denial of Death by Ernest Becker, I really like it. And it's thought-provoking, but fuck. I don't know. Reading's hard. I feel like I'm smart that I think reading's hard. Is that the opposite? I don't think it makes me dumb. I'm smart. I'm out there. I'm living life. I'm reading comments. I'm reading Instagram captions. Ugh. Are you guys liking this? Oh, you seem to be laughing. Anyway, I can't tell. I'm doing the live. I've never done a live feed during my podcast before. It's very distracting. I have such ADD. I mean, my whole family has ADD. It's so hard for me on stage, like when a waitress comes. And the waitresses are trained to kind of squat down low at a comedy club and to whisper. Some of them are really fucking loud, though, which is weird. It's always the ones that have worked here for like 25 years who are the loudest. Maybe they're hard of hearing because they were around when Sam Kinison was like screaming in their ears. But it's so hard for me to not get distracted. So I'm looking at the camera, I'm speaking into the microphone, and then my phone is down to the left, and it's so fucking distracting. You know I love my phone. I love my phone. I've been trying to wake up in the morning, guys. I'm really trying to get my shit together. And I've been trying to wake up in the morning and not look at my phone. I read something somewhere. I don't even know who I read it from, but it was like, wake up and you do 2 things. You journal. You get your notebook and you write, today I am letting go of, and you let go of something. Like, today I am letting go of feeling like I don't deserve the things that I have. And then you write, my intentions for the day are this. And then I'm grateful for this. And I did that one time. And I'll tell you, I forgot what the lines were. So I picked my phone up before to read what the lines were that I was going to write on. So I failed even the one day I did get it done. I'm just trying to I need to get focused, because I think the only difference between me and all of my insanely rich friends is that they have good time management. I do not have good time management. I will probably talk through my entire set down here and completely forget that I'm supposed to be on stage upstairs. Which, by the way, it could be shaking right now. It is so energetic in this fucking building. Everyone's wearing their Brody shirts. It's good vibes today, even though everyone's a little melancholy. It's very good. And someone said today they're letting go of cocaine. I am so... Who am I talking to? I'm talking to the fucking viewers. This is just there's 46, there's not even a lot of you. Anyway, I'm going to end up, this is getting so distracting. I can't.
Turn it off whenever you want.
I'm so sorry, guys. Anyway, I don't know what's going on. I'm just going to leave that there for a second. I don't want to turn it off because I got to read what their comments are, their questions are. Anyway, Todd's talking to me. I'm not a psycho. The people at home can hear this. Anyway, I opened for Louis C.K. Let's go back to that story. I opened for Louis C.K. I've been really anticipating this. I knew I was doing this gig for, I think I found out a couple weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago. I knew I was gonna open for him at some point, but I had to send him a tape, and so I was trying to get this tape to send him, and it's very humiliating and confronting to send your favorite comedian a tape of your comedy. And it shouldn't be. I should be really proud to show him what I'm doing, but I I was low self-esteem. So I was trying to get this tape together, and I was just like I didn't like it, and I sent it to him, and he said that he liked it and it was a strong set, and I do not believe him because there were little things I was doing that I didn't like in the set. And I hadn't been filming my sets before that. And now I film every single one. And I've been watching them and I've been learning a lot, and I cannot believe that I wasn't filming them. I was recording them, but it's not the same. You got to see what the audience is seeing. And it's helped a lot. And also, I look fucking so cute on stage. God damn it. You guys are so lucky. I look adorable. My outfits are cute as fucking shit. Anyway, other than that, I send him the tape. So then I find out he gives me the date. I'm so excited. And it's just, I don't know. It's fun. It's cool. I'm excited to do it. I know it's going to be a really great audience, and they're going to be a no bullshit audience, right? Because they're just there for pure comedy. They understand what funny is. And I've never done a theater that big. I was just so excited. And so I've been looking forward to it forever, forever, forever. Just really getting myself right, meditating, trying to not get in my head about it because I just wanted to have a regular good set. And Joe List was also opening for him. If you haven't listened to the Joe List or watched the Joe List episode of Meanspiration, fucking do it. It was a great one. So I had a weekend of opening for Dan Soder in San Diego. We had a great time. It was super fun. And then I'm meditating. I'm getting massage. I'm just doing everything I could to just be regular and normal and cool. And, doing as many sets as possible, which I do anyway. And I meet up with him in Louis. It's just so fun. It's so exciting. It's a nice hotel he's got us in. It was just a really fun experience. And I did 10 minutes. It was a beautiful, fun set. It felt great. It was so fun to perform in a theater. And then I felt like so kind of dumb that I was intimidated by this experience because it ended up just being easier than it was easier. It was just like surrounding laughs. I don't know what I thought it was going to be like, but I did that. And then Joe had a great set. And then Louis had an incredible set. I can't wait for a special. It's going to be so good. You guys are going to love it so much. It's so fucking funny. He is the man. And he's super nice and super cool. And then, we all got breakfast in the morning, and then I left and I came back home, and I got so depressed because it's like the day after Christmas. It's like, oh, I got all my presents. Or felt like when I went skydiving. When I went skydiving, I had been saving this for years. When I was 19, or no, when I was 17, my twin brother and I asked my mom for our 18th birthday. She was going to buy us skydiving tickets, or I don't know. She was going to pay for us to go skydiving. And then, so when we were 18, when we actually did turn 18, my mom, for some reason, just lied and said that she never said she was going to do that. I was like, there's two of us, bitch. But so she was like, no, I never said I was going to do that. And she didn't get us the skydiving ticket. So I was like, oh. And then my brother had kids and decided he didn't want to go skydiving. So I always had it in my head as this exciting thing I was looking forward to. I couldn't wait to go fucking skydiving. I love to be scared. I love adrenaline rushes. I ran for my life so much as a kid and did so many drugs and stole cars and lived such a high energy life and picked a job that is pretty much gambling. I pretty much have a gambling addiction, and this is my job because who knows what's going to happen every time I get on that stage. It could make me feel great. It could make me feel terrible. It could make the audience feel great. It could make the audience feel terrible. You never know. There's too many factors that come in that affect a set. And I'm a professional gambler. And there's I remember my dad saying to me, you must have PTSD from what you do. Just every night. But it's just so fun. And it's that chase and that unknowing, I'm not sure what's going to happen ever. So anyway, so I was looking forward to skydiving. I was like, this is going to be my biggest adrenaline rush. The idea of like almost dying or possibly dying is so cool. So I go skydiving with a friend of mine, and she goes with her boyfriend on their plane, and then it's only two to a plane. So I go up with this Chinese guy who doesn't speak a lick of English, and he's terrified because the guys that are explaining how to skydive they're they're speaking English. This guy doesn't know what they're fucking saying. So he's shitting his pants because they could be saying anything and he has no clue how to do it. I've watched a fucking video that looks like the Dharma Initiative, by the way, from Lost. It was so weird. It was this guy with this long beard. I don't know if you guys went skydiving. If I feel like it's in every skydiving place, but it was a very weird video. And then pretty much they're just explaining to me when to pull the cord. And all I wanted out of this entire experience of jumping out of this plane was the adrenaline rush, but also I wanted to get a picture of me doing the eat out symbol in the air. So I was very focused on tap me, sir, when it's time for me to shoot the eat out symbol. So we go up on the plane. The Chinese guy's shitting his pants. He's wearing a Space Jam shirt, not ironically, not in a hipster way. I feel like China just got Space Jam or something. They're like, don't even have a clue about R. Kelly. They'll find out about that in 15 years. They're still enjoying the P video, not realizing that it's bad. Anyway, so we go up to the thing, and I'm like, how many times have you guys jumped today? And they already jumped 15 times that day. Now, that to me doesn't scream, I'm going to die. That screams, I'm definitely not going to die. These guys are professionals. They've done 15 a day. This is safe. And to me, that's not fucking fun. It's not fucking fun. I wanted to almost die. So I'm strapped to the guy because you have to do tandem. The Chinese guy goes down. He pisses his pants, whatever. I go down with my guy. I don't even get to be the one that jumps off the plane. Like, I don't even get to choose. Like, I wanted that moment of being like, here we go, bitch. We're going to fucking, he just went. So it just wasn't scary at all. And I floated down like a feather with his boner in my ass. I did the eat out thing. We get to the bottom. Really, the most upsetting part of the whole thing was the camel toe I had from the harness just shoving up my pussy. But it was fine. We didn't land hard. Nothing was scary about it. And it was this kind of like, it wasn't that it was a letdown. It was still like an amazing experience. But I had just anticipated it so much that when it was over, I was like, that was it? Like, what next? And I was depressed for a while afterwards. That's what the theater felt like. It felt like really good and great, but it wasn't. I just went like, oh, that's it. And not to be ungrateful. I'm so grateful for it. I loved it, but it was just like, now I've experienced that, and that's it. I don't know. So it's like, now what? I got to think about arenas or something. Maybe I'll go to an arena with Rogan or something. Like, it's just like, what's next? And then I just realized that it's like this sickness in me, and I guess in other people, where I'm just chasing. I just want more. Like, I'm still the same person. I did this theater. I had a great time, a great experience. It was amazing to hang out with one of my favorite comedians in the world. And my friend, and it was fun and cool. But it just was like, oh, like it didn't change anything. I'm still me. So I don't know if that's relatable, but I've just been kind of dealing with that. It's still like, I've had a day since I got back, and I'm thinking back on it. Now it's starting to get exciting again, thinking back on it. But it was just, I don't know, I was anticipating it for a long time. And it was very fun, and now I'm like, what's next? What more? And so, I don't know if that's what other people are like, or if I'm a weird addict or what. But I did go to the mall today, and I did eat some crab legs, and I did think about my fucking boy Brody Stevens. And damn, miss him. Sure do miss him. And it fucking sucks. And I think about it because it's like, our lights are supposed to dim out, If all goes well, you grow old and you slowly fade out, and everyone around you's eyes adjust. But then it's like, when you die suddenly in a car accident, you kill yourself, whatever happens, you're the one person that dies in skydiving, which I fucking wish was me. Honestly, the next time I go skydiving, I'm going on Yelp. I'm finding a 1-star review. 2 stars or under. And I want it to be like a shitty plane. My dream situation would be they'd point at the parachutes and they go, there's 2 parachutes. One works. Pick. Now that's skydiving. But anyway, when you die suddenly, the light goes out and your eyes can't adjust. You know, like everyone around you's like ah. So that's what Brody's death feels like, as opposed to like when my grandfather died. It's like his teeth fell out one by one and then he died. And then Brody was just fucking had all them teeth still. It just sucks when your friends are so fun and you just like love being around them. I had seen Brody. Brody, they found him on I guess he did it on a Friday, and then his last night here was a Wednesday, so it was Wednesday the 21st, and we were on the same lineup in the main room, which they posted today. That really got me, and I was talking to him outside by, I don't know if you guys know what the Comedy Store looks like, but outside back where they have a door guy waiting in the back door. We were by there, and we were just standing across from each other, leaning against the wall. He was on like the little banister thing, and we were talking about, I had seen him in the hallway earlier, and he had posted a negative comment. He had just done a special here that they shot in the main room. And Brody, if you have never seen Brody's comedy, it's like he was kind of bombing the whole time. It was so funny. He was just so in the moment and so just all over the place and just so fucking funny, dude. Just so bright and so funny. And it was so fun to watch him. And he would go up last. He would do, it's called the Brody spot now, but it was the Sam Kinison spot. It was the Kinison spot. And he would do like an hour. He would just kind of go on and just crowd work and fucking with people. And he always knew the area code of everywhere everyone lived. And it's just so funny. And he had done a special that was kind of showing that experience. And if you don't get that, you don't get that. And so he was getting negative comments. And I don't know if it was people that really didn't think it was funny or if people were just trying to, sometimes trolls are just trying to touch you. They just want to like touch you to feel like they're a part of it. So they say some nasty shit or whatever. And, you know, if when you're in your right mind, you can separate from that and you cannot take that personally. But Brody was just not in his right mind. He had changed his meds and he just wasn't in his right mind. He just wasn't right. And so he had posted this negative comment. And if you don't know a lot about Brody, he had a lot of catchphrases and they were all about positivity, right? He would go like, yes, and positive push, and you got it, and enjoy it. It was just all so positive. And I had just done his podcast a couple weeks before, and I was telling him how he had kind of like, oh no, one of my rhinestones is falling off. That was Brody saying, stop talking about me, bitch. Just kidding. He loves when we talk about him. Another rhinestone bites the dust. I was told, Kai told me that they are going to fall off and I need to get a professional to put them on, but I don't know a professional adhesive person. Who the fuck knows about glue? Anyway. So he had posted this negative comment and I saw him in the hallway and I could just see that he was being dark and he just wasn't taking his own advice. And I had just had this kind of epiphany of positivity when I went to the Papa Roach concert, which, if you don't know what I'm talking about, catch up on all the fucking Meanspiration episodes because I'm sick of repeating my stories. I actually love repeating stories, but I don't feel like right now is the right time. But we had talked about it, and so he was kind of my positivity mentor. And I saw him outside the original room, and Brody, if you'd seen him, Brody had really good posture. Like, I think about him sometimes I walk down the street and I just like kind of throw my chest out. He just had a really good chest and really good shoulders. Brody had like kind of a banging body, which is hilarious because he was such a neuter to me as far as I was concerned. But he would like puff his chest out and he just had really good posture. And I just went like where his heart is. And I just kind of like, I like tapped it with my hands and I was like, Brody, you're not being positive, dude. Positive push. Why are you posting the negative comments? Like, if they don't get it, they don't get it. Like, we get it. We know it's funny. We know it's good. And he's like, yeah, I know. He's like, it's my meds, though. I'm just like, I'm not myself. And he kept trying to, like, he was working on it. He was talking about it, dude. He was talking to us about it. And then we went outside and we were talking about it. And I was telling him about, I'd heard Neil Brennan talking about it. And I'd done some research on it about people doing these ketamine treatments that are it helps like restore the neural pathways in your brain, and it pretty much what I had heard from it, and I'm not completely educated on it. Whenever I do Special K, I don't have enough money to do it with the doctors. I do it raver style, baby. The only doctor involved are Doc Martens and fucking Janko jeans, dude. I'm sucking on a pacifier when I do Special K. But I was telling him how it was like what I'd heard is that it's like taking antidepressants and not having to wait for that period of time where it's kicking in. So I was like, maybe you can try that so that it can just like be fast. And I talked to a couple people afterwards after he did it, and there were some signs, but you just didn't know. He was talking about it so much that you kind of, and he wasn't talking about suicide, but he was so open about it that you thought he was like working through it. And we talked, and then he went downstairs to do a podcast. He came down here to do a podcast with Sam Tripoli. And I was wanting to eat. I like to go out to eat with comics. A lot of us will go to different diners and stuff to eat. And I wanted to eat with someone. I was trying to get Sandy to eat with me, I think. But Sandy Danto had just had a kid, so he had to go home. I think it was Sandy was here that night, or maybe it was my friend Carlos. But I was trying to eat with people, and it's like after Brody died, like a couple weeks after, I was thinking about it, I was like, oh my God, I was trying to eat with someone. Like, fuck, I wish I'd seen Brody, but I just like lost him in the crowd of the store. People just like get away. So when I think about Brody's death, I think about it feels like whoosh, you know what I mean? Like it feels like I'm trying to grab a handful of water. Like fuck, like you were right there, dude. Like you were ice but you melted or something, like fuck. He just slipped through my hands kind of, is how it feels. But anyway, he when I got the news, I was on the phone with little Esther, and she was like, we were just chatting regular. I talk to her all the time, and she just got a call or a text or something, and she was like, I gotta go. She was like, whoa, wait, I gotta go, and she just hung up, which is like not like her. And then I just figured it was like a work thing or something. And then I saw she tweeted about it, and I was like, oh my God. And now when someone I know dies, I just immediately go to like caretaker of the person who is closer to them. It's just the way I mourn, and it probably fucking really annoys people around me, but I don't know, that's my trauma response. So I just immediately started thinking about Esther and was like, fuck, I have to like help Esther. Is Esther going to be okay? So Esther and I met up, we came to the Comedy Store immediately, and it was just, everyone was so in shock. We just saw him, dude. And we saw him every day. This was my brother, like, and yeah, we came here, and I just remember being like, he's fine now. He doesn't feel pain. Like, it was crazy. I just was being such a psycho and just very, yeah. And I just remember Esther being like, can I be sad? And I was like, yeah, of course. Like it was just like a fucking out of my mind. But it was just so shocking, and it still feels shocking, and it feels like it's been 100 years or like a month, but it does not feel like 1 year. It doesn't feel like 1 year at all. Like I cannot wrap my hand around like Brody being dead for 1 year. That is fucking weird. It just does not feel like a year. But anyway, I gotta go do my set soon. But and I don't want to get all fucking sad before I go on. But I don't know. I guess I'm just trying to be you want to be It just feels weird. It just feels useless to be sad today. So I don't know. I tried my best, and I just miss my fucking friend. It's just sad. But it was funny. I was at the Ice House. I was talking to Ryan Sickler, and we were talking about we were talking about me opening for Louis, and then we were also talking about Brody. And at one point, Ryan goes, I can't believe he's been gone for a year. And I was like, I know. Was it a year ago that the New York Times article came out? And then I realized he was talking about Brody. And I was like, oh. It was just really, I don't know. I just had, it's just been an interesting day. And I guess I'm glad I'm talking to you guys about it. And I hope you guys like this. And if you don't, who cares? But things are good. And Comedy Store's the fucking best. And I feel like we all, when Brody died, actually, I have something I want to read you guys. When Brody died, there was this memorial service for him that was just, I think it was just invite only, or it was just paid regulars and a couple of his, friends. It was kind of star-studded, honestly. Brody was like a really popular guy. And it's weird because it's like he would be so happy with how much attention he got. I mean, it was just like we all talk about him every fucking day. And here's a hint. If you want to be talked about after you die, have a lot of catchphrases. There's a million catchphrases. Sorry, I'm burping. And he yeah, so we had this whole thing and there were a lot of like it was star studded. And Zach Galifianakis gave a speech and I want to read it, but I don't know how to do that and keep this live feed on. So I'm gonna, I guess, X out of the live feed, read the thing, and then if I have time, I'll read some of the questions on the live feed. So, okay. Oh, and someone's asking, this is a random question someone just asked. When's the next Caddy Daddy? Kyle Dunnigan is back in town and we're working on new Caddy Daddies. All right, so I'm going to end this. I'm going to read you the thing that Zach said about Brody, which was really pretty. And then actually, I just want to end the podcast on that. How long have I been doing this? Todd's dead.
31 minutes?
Oh, fuck. It's only 31 minutes?
Yeah.
It could be short. It's depressing.
Why not?
All right. How about this? How about I'm going to answer questions? This is very ADD, but it's very in my style. I'll answer questions and then I'll end it with the speech that Zach gave about Brody. So we'll end it sad as fucking shit. But we'll have some fun in here. Okay. How does that feel? Also, the ADD comments that I'm making are reminding me of my parents my whole family is ADD. My parents went to a conference, a seminar on ADD, and they showed up and the people, they didn't have enough chairs and they forgot the pamphlets. The people leading it forgot. Isn't that so funny how ADD? And it started really late. They said it was super late. How funny is that? Anyway. All right. So I'm going to answer some questions and then I'll read the Zach Galifianakis thing. Oh, you guys are just like being dicks. It's annoying. Okay, these are not good. I better be joking what? Like, what are you guys even talking about? None of these questions are good. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, you guys suck. There's no good questions. Maybe you DM'd me. Did you DM me? I don't fucking know. All right, I'm ending the live feed because it's getting weird and boring. Bye guys. Let's see if you guys DM'd any fucking good questions. Let me take my glasses off. Oh, no, nobody has good questions. Just compliments. All my DMs are filled with compliments. They really are. Dick pics and compliments, which at this point, dick pics are kind of a compliment, I would say. All right. So I'm going to end this with the Zach speech. Hold on, let me find it. All right. All right. Okay, so here we are. Okay. All right. So this is at Brody's funeral. All right. This sunset that we've all experienced over the last few weeks, and this sunset on Brody and on our hearts. It's been a real beautiful one. I'm real proud of Dave and Craig, and I'm sure a lot of other people who put this together, talking about the people that organized the event. Um, and I'm real proud of the comedy community. Real happy that Brody touched so many people in such a positive way. This sunset is a real hard one to look away from, and I want to thank each and every one of you for loving Brody and appreciating him. And to his sister and his mother, this is the work he's been doing. Thank you very much. So that was really sad. Everyone was crying. But I don't like to look away from the sunset. I like to cruise right into the fucking sunset and look at it and be cool. All right, guys, this was a depressing one, but sometimes they get sad. On the other side of happiness is fucking sadness. But I'm about to go have a good fucking set talking about horses fucking dudes to death, and I got a couple new bits I'm excited about. Louis C.K. approved bits. So anyway, yeah, everything's fucking cool. I love comedy. And don't kill yourselves. Don't fucking kill yourselves. That sucks. It's lame. It's selfish. Is it? I don't know. So maybe it's not. But don't kill yourself. Don't kill yourself unless you're like in a um don't kill yourself unless you're in a scenario where they're like uh there's I'm gonna get myself in trouble. Don't kill yourself unless you really want to and you're dying or something like that. Is it Dr. Kevorkian's the dude? I don't fucking know. You guys know what I'm talking about. You know what I mean. All right. Peace. R.I.P. Brody. Positive push. Push and believe. Fucking I love you bitches. I will be back. This will be coming out Thursday, and I'll be back in my regular studio next week with special guest Jonathan Lipnicki from fucking Jerry Maguire. That's a fun one. All right, guys. Peace.